Hey folks, Quill18 here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 3 as Canada. Last episode, we cleaned up our borders here with the little bits of the United States that were in our prairie provinces, but that's all cleaned up, which is great. Right now, we're delving deeply into the coal industry because the demand for it on the British market was halfway decent. The Liberal Party is founded now. I think that's under here, right? Yeah, there's I mean, the prices aren't super high, but there is a lot of buy orders, so those coal industries work out really well, and I would very much like to get into a bigger steel industry if I could. Currently, we're spending, we saved up a bunch of investment pool while we were in a war against the US, because I didn't want to overspend, so we're burning through that. We burned through about half of it that we'd accumulated in the war, so we're still gaining money currently, paying off the last of our debt. We'll stockpile a little bit, but I'm perfectly fine with some deficit spending relatively soon. Okay, first of all, we do have a Congo River expedition going on. Arrived at a missionary camp, finding there the food and rest we've been craving. The lack of ailments during our journey has tempted a man to request the division of the expedition. Not ensure the feeding of all of our men. Men are left behind, expedition slightly delayed, or expedition can't be divided. Progress but peril. I don't really want the delay, but I also don't want to start generating peril. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think the option 1 just didn't do anything. It just didn't advance us. Okay, human rights unlocked, and the reason I want to research that is, well, first of all, it certainly sounds good, but we can actually go straight to compulsory primary school over here. It is going to radicalize the industrialists, which I'm not keen on, because I like the industrialists. I like the bonuses they give us. But let's see. If we restrict child labor, dependent income goes up. We do get more education investment. Mortality. Okay, no, never mind, I'm misreading this. So with child labor, we get more income from dependents, but a lot of mortality. With restricted, we get less dependent income, but at less mortality, and we can go up higher in education. With compulsory, it eliminates all the dependent income, eliminates all the extra mortality, and gives us more education investment. Okay, let's start this. We can back out of it if the industrialists are too cranky about things. I'm definitely going to want more government facilities when these coal mines end, because I want more bureaucracy for our institutions. So I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Well, Quebec still is the place with the university, although not as many as I might like. Your government facilities, you're fully occupied? Okay, yeah, so not enough qualifications, but you'll probably get there. I'm going to put like a couple more government administration. I kind of want to go straight up to 10 just because it's a round number, but I don't know if we need quite that much. Okay, so I'm going to go back to researching. I believe it was steel frame buildings. I like the idea of that because we'll be able to get a lot more construction bang for our population buck. Revolution in brewing. So what's their number? 101. So they actually would start the war. I'm going to have to back out compulsory primary school. Now, the industrialists are still cranky. But yeah, nah, it's gonna go away because the limit is 0. Yeah. They're still cranky, but it's good for now. That's really annoying. Oh, the weird column. Name of the expedition's been staying. Oh, lose prestige. Human circle. Wow. Okay. Unexpected guest. Expedition encounters a group of suspicious traders. One of them claims to be an Oldenburgian ambassador kidnapped by these mercenaries. Get the man to safety. Improve relations with slowing down, or how do we know he's not lying? I don't really care about relationship with Oldenburg, so I'm going to do this for some progress, which is going to be okay. I don't suppose the industrialists would support a law that I would be into right now, would they? What are my welfare laws? I don't think we've got any, right? Yeah. Okay, if we went all the way to old age pension. Oh, radicalize, wage subsidies. They don't like it. They like poor laws, because, yeah, I think it's forcing workers into their industries. Okay, let me do this to, first of all, try to recover the industrialists now. Plus, it's something they generally like, so they'll have a +1 sort of stuck on afterwards as a modifier. That's actually, oh, there we go. They're actually happy right now. Attack on the river. That's more expedition stuff. All the expeditions traveling, they're attacked by locals. So 50-50 chance of success versus defense or run. Oh, which does give us progress, but triggers an event tactical retreat. Huh. Alright, well that worked out perfectly fine. I mean, maybe the success on the first option would give us even more progress, but I'm assuming a fail would increase the peril substantially, so. Bureaucratic shortfall. I think that's with the poor laws, because that's another institution. At dawn, the expedition wakes to find a dense white fog surrounding them, greatly impairing vision. Ignore, continue. Progress in peril, or I'll just do this to not advance. I'm just going to try to keep peril basically non-existent. Social labor. Oh, wow. Okay, we have no legitimacy right now. Let's consider rebuilding things from the start. Okay, if we do this... Interesting. I can bring the... No, I was going to say I can't bring these in because the landowners are radicalized. So I can do this. Just the Social Labor Party in charge of government right now. Or I could bring the Liberal Party in as well. I think I will. Interesting. Okay, poor laws enacting is still happening. Oh, Norwegian people come to Washington State. Let me just check. I don't have more... incorporation I can do over here, do I? Oh, I could incorporate Idaho. I need more bureaucracy. But yeah. And colonization stuff is still the way it is. Expeditions reach an Arabian outpost of trading merchants. They exchange food and part for ammunitions. Reduce current peril. We don't have any peril. We need the guns. Alright, so I will take this option here. So technically that might give us a little bit of peril. It's weird that the UI changed a little bit, but it progressed it a bunch. So... go ahead and bit the bullet a little bit. People want migration controls. Yeah, I don't know. Bureaucratic shortfall again. That's going to be when our policy comes into play. Still short on ships. But yeah, I don't have the bureaucracy to handle. I should check my trade routes. Now, the problem is this trade route screen. When I want... I have an inactive trade route? Okay, that was weird. This is showing all the trade routes in the British market. I kind of want to filter here to just show me the Canadian ones real quick. Yeah, those are still profitable. Yeah, I can't restrict things one way or another. Do we have anything else that we are running? Now, some people might be importing or exporting to us. But yeah, looks like my... Oh, no. I had another one, didn't I? Oh, no, I think I'm misinterpreting the little one. Yeah, I think, at a glance, the only trade routes I'm running are the opium trade routes. And they seem to be fairly profitable. So we'll leave that there. Okay. Coal mines. Those are in Washington, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely making money. They're so annoying with this little pop-up. We're running on the best of everything here, so that's okay. Yeah, they're making tons of cash. Coal prices aren't huge, but they should be relatively stable. Looks like our transportation costs are going up, so we may want to consider some more railroad. And actually, Washington, how's your infrastructure? You're fine now. You might start to get a little bit of infrastructure stress, so we'll queue up a railway after you finish this. Okay, that's going to be fine. We completed the expedition. It's our first one. Excellent news. What do we get? We get prestige boots. Oh, Bedard gains the Trade Explorer, which he already had. Oh, and he gets a popularity boost. Interesting. Now, if I wanted to conquer some states over here, maybe. Or I suppose we can make some puppets. If I want to conquer Ghana, I mean, some people might get involved one side versus another. Where are my bits of Canada at? There. I guess, yeah, it's Shanti, it's the Ghana territory. I don't know if there's anything particularly helpful. Oh, diplomatic play. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I guess we can reach it because of Great Britain. Oh, yeah, a bunch of this is Canada. Yeah, I guess I'm getting confused. No, I thought it was. It is there. There. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to really be gained so much. Unfortunately. Well, I mean, if we don't go to war, we save up more money. The investment pool is almost gone. So, although I think we'll still be on the positive side. But what I might want to do is actually save up just in preparation for the steel frame building, because I'm betting we will be spending more money, because we're going to be dumping more material into ability to build faster. But we'll see. I could change the queue a little bit, because administration will be a way to dump some of our profits as well. I don't know. Migration control. All right. Hopefully the poor laws work out relatively soon. And yeah, if we take a look at you, you still remember me trying to enact some things that you were cranky about, the per taxation per capita. But if that burns away, and the no healthcare things, because yeah, these are recent changes. Although so is this. This is their poor law. They're happy about that. We might be able to get a bit more powerful in an opposition. Yeah, I guess we could bring you into the government. You strongly oppose universal suffrage. You're happy with census suffrage. Okay, we have our poor laws. Yeah, and there you go. Our bureaucracy went negative. I'm just going to go and do this. Reorder some things. Let me wait a tick for a few more of those modifiers to burn away before we do anything else. Are there cool journal entries to pursue? I mean, I could try to map the western frontier. Maybe we should try this again. Louis, you're already in the Pacific Coast HQ. Seems like to me like it makes perfect sense. If you're an explorer, you'll do it better. If you're not an explorer, well, you might get the explorer trait at the end. So I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen. Philosophy department. Level 5 university. Might be a good idea. We don't have an arms industry yet, but I think that's part of our plan. You know what? I didn't realize there was actually a goal to get to 10 government admin. So I will explicitly go all the way up to 10 over here with our government admin. But I will get these coal mines continuing because it's going to be better for our economy overall. But yeah, I would love to maybe get into the weapons industry. Maybe we even, like, we're not going to have to worry about making the, going to war so much. Peaceful intentions, hunting. I don't know, we'll hunt. There's no real indication of what's going to happen one way or the other over there. Ooh, a baby? Inhuman screams come more intense, and a female voice cries baby. Oh. Well, why don't we do this just for free progress? How'd the hunting go? No risk. I mean, oh, it's minor progress versus full progress. No, I'm going to go for the slightly safer one here. Good. Excellent. I think being risk-averse for this is okay. Wait a minute. France and the United States in Senegal. Because France wants to conquer Liberia. Picardy Treaty Port. Great Britain. Wait. Oh, I see. Great Britain. Okay, I thought that the U.S. wants to take this treaty port from Great Britain. But no, it's that Great Britain wants to get the treaty port in Picardy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I should... Do I want to get involved at all and spend things? Not really, because the warfare is not going to happen anywhere locally. Unless I get pulled in automatically, but I don't think I will. I don't think I've got that kind of puppet relationship. I think Great Britain has its independent wars all the time. If we get a treaty port in France, I think that's good for us in the British market. And we are present in Senegal. You know what? Done. Now, I'm going to mobilize. Are you still not back from your trip? Oh. I think he's not back from the expedition yet. Well, I mean, it still puts more numbers on our side. France could still theoretically decide to back down at this point. I don't think they will, though. I think this war is going to happen, and it is going to be significant. but there's no front in Canada. I'm not going to send my Canadian troops there. I'd send the Senegalese ones, but apparently that's not something I'm going to get involved in. Okay. At least not right now. Okay, France, yeah, probably mobilized all their conscripts. Let's see what happens. We're just going to be a spectator. Even though we're technically in the war, we are, in effect, just going to be a spectator over here. Okay. All right. Fair, fine. Investment pool is still present. Yeah, I'm okay with bankrolling a little bit. But part of me thinks, like, money saved up is money wasted. Because we could be spending to improve things. Maybe I should squeeze out one more construction district at this point. You know what? I will. Maybe I'll keep it on Ontario for now, just because I think we do get efficiency of scale. Alright, we'll get one more. But I don't want to do too much, because I think when we do get our steel buildings, it is going to go cray-cray. Alright, mountain-sided. Okay, no matter what, we'll get a little bit of progress. Eat the warning. Well, we don't have any, we don't have any peril right now. So I think it's 50-50 of getting peril versus advancing. And it worked. So more progress. Groovy. Okay. Let me just... Yeah. You are busy. I mean, are you just involved on, like, a defense automatically or something weird like that? I assume it has to do with the expedition stuff, but I don't know. Ooh, clippers have gotten expensive. That could be a problem. Electricity generation. Wow. I check the market here. Okay, we're losing some convoys, but we don't have a lot to spare. You know, we're going to have to get into the shipping production business regardless. Fair. So we don't have any peril yet. Oh, there's still a 60% chance of bear attacks. It went wrong. Alright, we've got our peril finally. Don't love it. We'll see. Okay, right now, France has less war support than our side. It's funny that we're fighting on the side of the Americans. Needs convoys. I suppose I could cancel one of these. Okay, this needs a crazy amount of convoys, but it is bringing in a good number of people, or of goods. I'll just cancel this for now. I don't know how my convoy count is. Convoys raided. Sunk by hostile admirals. Yeah, if we had admirals, we could escort convoys. Unless we're just really vulnerable there. Okay, I'm going to cancel... Oh, these trade routes are inactive anyway. I'm going to cancel these trade routes. We actually might leave ourselves on positive bureaucracy for state construction efficiency for a little bit. Saharan. Okay, first of all, check again. Nope. Still busy. And yeah, I'm not gonna mobilize Monk. He's gonna stay defending the homeland. Looks like we're still okay. Ooh, we could build a fort. Reduce peril. Name peril. No, let's reduce the peril. Thank you. And workers of the world. Trade unions. Reach out to workers in Great Britain. Piss off the landowners and industrialists. And I already like Great Britain. They also like me. I'm gonna have to upset the trade unionists right now, unfortunately. Now, I wonder, if I were to take another crack at... no public schools, but compulsory primary school. There you go. Industrialists would not be radicalized from this. Perfect. So we're not going to get a civil war brewing from this. They're still not going to love it, but we're not going to civil war currently, unless some other modifiers kick in. Alright. A few more coal mines. And yeah, I suspect the price of coal is still basically where it was. Gantry canes. Oh, port levels. Yeah, we might spam out a bunch more. Yeah, so it's about the same. You know, it's not going to change much. Those are very profitable industries in general. But I wanted a little bit more stability in coal for our steel industry. Expedition map in the west, I'm traveling in circles. Pick a random direction, move on, wait for night to fall. I suspect hopelessly lost increases peril, so I'm just going to wait for nightfall. Oh, wait, where's the low market access? Oh, because there's not enough convoys overall in the British market. Okay. Yeah, I think what we'll probably do is boost some of our own port levels as well. Oh, I have some extra institutions, possibly? Education's maxed out. Colonial affairs is maxed out. Well, education will get better if we can run compulsory schools. We can actually all wait to level 5, which seems pretty tempting right now. I think we're still getting most of our population boost from migration, so I'm not caring too much about the mortality situation. Start a log. Keep track of everything. Hunting must be prioritized or find a settlement. I don't know. Hunting's been working out well for us. Let's keep doing that. Okay. This still seems to be going pretty okay. Yeah, both sides are pressing everything currently. Yeah, France is, like, very eager to GG. Actually, everyone's eager to sort of end this. It'll be a question of what they're going to negotiate overall. Hunting. Yeah, we're going to go for minor advance, and there we go. That's going to fill our bar. Western Frontier Expedition successfully completed. And Swiss people are moving to Washington. How exciting. Did we discover the Great Salt Lake? See, Jean Bernard no longer busy. How come the other one is still busy? No, they're still both flagged as not mobilizable. Is there a glitch with expeditions? Have I lost these guys forever? Maybe I could just fire them at a need be and reset them. All right, we're going to get our first tick on compulsory primary school. Coin flip as to whether we get it in one shot, which would be nice. Money's about at the break-even point. Yeah, and the investment pool is gone. But that's okay. There we go. Compulsory primary school. We'll radicalize. Yeah, I think it's like looking at it if we were to run it again. So they're actually fine. But yeah, I can invest fully into education over here. Level 5, more education access. It is going to be more assimilation, which I think from a gameplay point of view is good for us. Anarchism unlocked. Hooray! Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. Wealthy people moving to Ontario. Well, isn't that lovely? I don't think I'm looking to necessarily improve relations anywhere there. I don't think we're bankrolling anyone. Would anyone accept being my protectorate? I don't think the answer was. I think they would actually come to me, probably, if they'd be willing to do it. Yeah, it seems pretty unlikely. Yeah, I need a mode where it actually filters for people who would accept. Dahomey would. Which I've seen that before. I don't think that's a big win for us, though. I think we're kind of fine running things as is. What do we need to hold a grand expedition? Peace. Oh, we need level 10 arts and university. And a level 20 urban building. Okay. Alright. Keep that going for now. More university might be good. We're up to 60% literacy, which I don't think is too bad for us. How's the US? 52%. What about Great Britain? 68%? All right. Well, still, I don't think we're doing too shabby. Come on, France. Oh, they actually don't have as much of a minus as before. Yeah, convoys are definitely being hit. And clippers are expensive. Now, if we did take a look at our shipyards... Yeah, we could go with civilian, which is just more clippers. But the man-of-wars are still, like, super-duper unsupplied. Okay, this chemical plant is actually doing surprisingly well. It's because fertilizer's not worth much. Now, we are producing less fertilizer because we are focusing on explosives here. Okay, what consumes fertilizer other than farms? So if I click on fertilizer, applications, can be used by, it's all farms. Apparently synthetic plants, consume it and sulfur to make dyes, which could be something we consider, but we don't have the tech for it. So yeah. What we need, kinda, unless we can export, which I don't really want to do during war, but it might not be a terrible idea to consider. Oh, shit. Okay, wow. What's our balance here? Okay, we really should export a lot. I don't know how safe it is to export to the Dutch market. Actually, we could just go to American market. They're really close by. I mean, we're still going to use convoys, apparently, but I'm hoping that means less of our stuff getting sniped. Still says I have a bunch of convoys available, but I don't think that's not the number I had from before. Yeah, out of 385 available, so let's just let that process a bit before we queue up anything else. There you go. Price on its way up from our exports. Beautiful. And yeah, convoys available. Okay, so it takes them a while to kick in. So let's not do another trade route right away. I probably do that too often, where I do too many trade routes simultaneously. What is this? People have been complaining about different standard of living between us and the Netherlands. Right, global inequality. So that would boost interest in the trade unions. Foreigners are out for our money. I don't want radicals. I don't know if I necessarily want the trade unions to... They're already stupid powerful. Let's just actually slander the Netherlands. We can always suck up to them again later. Hell, we could potentially do that now. There you go. Let's do that. And you know what? I'll make friends with, like, some random... just various countries all over the place here. It might preclude us from going to war, but I really don't want to do a bunch of map painting with Canada. I think I'm pretty happy with us focusing on being an economic powerhouse at this point. I'm happy we had a little bit over here. It gives us a couple more options. Steel frame buildings. Okay. So, if I were to switch to here... So yeah, we'd be spending another 10k while we are actively constructing. And that's without anything being too expensive. Although, that might change. Like, it's predicting the change, but it might change even more than expected. Still, I'm going to do this. And clearly, I should queue up some more construction as well. Pan-nationalism. Authority. Influence. We would like those better laws, but I think we're going to go back over to production for a bit. Open hearth process is already being spread to us. And it boosts our steel mills, which I think is going to be very important. So, let's take a look at the market. Okay, oh, I want to show all categories, please. We have a dramatic shortfall of clothing. It's surprising the market price isn't that high. Opium, we're not doing ourselves. Coal is still decent. I suppose, let's sort by market price for a second. Yeah, it's still these ships over here. Ironclads. And weaponry. Okay. We have a steel mill, which will be profitable now that we're actually consuming steel. So it's been a little bit static, but it's going to be fine. Yeah, steel prices are going to go up. Coal and iron is still a little bit more expensive than they might like. We could consider continuing to just our basics. Steamers. Oh, I guess it's over... It's naval bases that produce the actual warship, right? Wait, no, what do they do? They consume man-o-wars. Oh, this is what gives us the actual flotillas that go around. Yeah. Port? Oh, industrial port. There we go. More convoys. Okay, let's do this. Actually produce... Okay, I'm confused. How do I actually produce an ironclad? Oh, it is from shipyards. I'm still confused. Oh, is it a different subcategory than what I'm looking at? No. Oh! Military shipbuilding. This is how we get to building ironclads. Oh. The fact that there's a shortage means something must be looking to consume it. Which means I'm assuming what has gone on here is, excuse me, Great Britain has developed the technology. Their naval bases are probably set to use ironclads, but there's no real production for it. Oh, urbanized centers. Yeah, we'll change you. We need electricity. That is another thing that's going to be incredibly sexy. I kind of want to build munitions plants, I think. I'm surprised that it's not predicting that they're profitable. It might depend on whether or not we're at war. Rubber. Hang on. We have access to rubber. Do we not? I thought we did. Oh, is it under agriculture? Okay, hang on. In our colonies, I thought we got events that was triggering some rubber for us. Was it doing the thing that was in a neighboring place instead? Do I need rubber mastication to be able to extract rubber from... Oh! I assumed the rubber mastication was a tech to, like, make rubber in a chemical plant. I didn't realize we needed it to make plantations work. Then I'm going to switch over to this. Because the open hearth process will still be useful, but it's not something we got to rush to, and it is spreading on its own. I mean, I do have a steel mill, and I want to do more, so I'm assuming the open hearth process is going to be good for us. But, yeah, let's wait for now. Let's grab the rubber mastication so we can build those plantations. Alright, I'm just still trying to decide maybe where we should go. Oil, I mean, I know we get it from whaling stations. Oh, oil rigs later on. That is much later. I don't think whaling stations are a tremendously good source of oil. I think they're okay. I kind of want to get it this way here. I don't think they've ever really made money for us. Well, they're profitable now, actually. What are we using oil for? Well, a lot of the other jobs use a little bit of it. You know, I think... Okay, just to make a decision, I am going to... We don't have a lot of potential for whale. I'm going to go and max them out here. And what the hell? We're going to go and get those going. Because I think that'll turn a pretty short profit. I think that's going to be all right for us. And I think the demand for oil is only going to increase. Is this oil here? No, that's rubber. Oil is over here. Oh, shit. There's actually not that much demand for freaking oil. It's just a small number. It's not a big differential. Sorry, I'm having a hard time sort of... Well, it's not that I'm having a hard time. Is I want to kind of think about this carefully. I'm still thinking about munitions. Maybe we should dip our toe in an arms industry. Again, I'd prefer having it somewhere where we have the state incorporated already to get tax dollars. I'm going to start in Saskatchewan. And I think we can support a fair amount of it. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I could spend some bureaucracy on doing some more trade. I might wait for this war to be over before that happens. I don't want more of our convoys sunk. Although we did switch our convoy construction mode, so we should get a lot more than before. Yeah, you need convoys. I think we're going to be okay. Actually, the British market is really short on convoys. I think it is losing a lot. I'm happy we're producing more. And of course, one of the big things with convoy production is a supply of wood right now. And very soon, steel is becoming more of a thing. All right. I think this is a good place for us to leave it. Hopefully their war goes okay for Big Daddy Great Britain. So far, so good. I mean, it's also America, but mostly I'm excited for that potential treaty port. I think that's going to be good for the Great British market. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.